Oh boy, what happened in the NBA world yesterday? Y'all know the running joke. Oh, KD's sensitive. Oh, why is he responding to the fans? He's a millionaire. Oh, he can't handle criticism. Oh, he's a cupcake. Well, to all the people that had those type of criticisms for KD, where y'all at now? Because personally, I was a part of the crew that felt like the criticism for joining Golden State was very much justified, but the fans going after him constantly responding, defending himself was no problem with that. He's a guy and he's on social media and you have to deal with a bunch of these people every single day, and at some point you're gonna get tired of it. But where are y'all now when the media gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar and decides to run the other way? Because as of yesterday, Shannon Sharpe now has Kevin Durant blocked on Twitter, and it's a doozy. So let's get into it. But before you do, hi, I'm FB. I'm a big basketball fan. I make basketball videos here on YouTube. So if any of those topics interest you, please hit that sub button. It's the best way to help the channel grow. I make videos of a bunch of different variety, from talking about how the Miami Heat became contenders again in the NBA to how Michael Jordan has rebuilt the Charlotte Hornets in a great way and doesn't deserve a lot of the criticism he does get. So if any of that interests you, hit that sub button. I'd love to have you back. For people that love to call out sensitivity in these situations with a lot of high-profile athletes or analysts, y'all really love to just ignore it when it comes to anybody going against KD. Because as of yesterday, KD decided to quote tweet this. It was a video of Shannon Sharpe on his show on FS1 and Skip Bayless talking about Kevin Durant and quoted him saying that KD specifically said, "People try to discredit my rings, but honestly, I feel like it's the most valuable in our era. People argue LeBron James is the GOAT, but if I beat him back-to-back in the finals, then what does that make me?"
Better than even LeBron James, but very few people were willing to go there. And then he because he said it, if LeBron James is the GOAT, I beat the GOAT twice and hit the shots in his building, what does that make me?
Now, off that alone, that just doesn't seem like something KD would say at all. Especially with the amount of criticism he was already getting in the media. He knew this would set ablaze and he would not be left alone. So for someone like Shannon Sharpe, who's now an analyst, and a lot of young people and a lot of fans would believe if he said, an NBA player said this, it's very responsible that he didn't take the time to make sure all his facts and quotes are all 100% true. And KD decided to call him out on it, saying, "Y'all uncle out here lying on me again. When did I say this? At Shannon Sharpe, question mark, etc." Now, you'd think after being able to bag on KD for so long and a lot of people being on his side, after being wrong once, Shannon Sharpe would just admit, "Hey, I was wrong here, my bad. I should make sure all my quotes are 100% fact. This is a mistake on my part. I'm sorry." No, instead of doing that, he decided to go and say, "Y'all remember the account when KD said, now everyone will play for the Heat and Lakers. Let's go back to being competitive and going at these people." Then joined the 73-9 Warriors team and built with the Nets a super team with Kyrie and Harden. Oh my God. Off rip, he's just trying to deflect from the fact that he literally just messed up and just didn't make sure any of the quotes he would use were 100% right by saying, "Hey, I may have been wrong here, but he's still sensitive, haha." But KD wasn't taking this backing down. He went directly under that tweet and said, "Oh, Shannon Sharpe refused to respond to me. Yo, Shannon, why are you using your platform to put fake quotes about me?" And then went on to say, "Shannon Sharpe went on TV responding to this quote like I actually said this. Gullible fans will believe it." Or say, "You was thinking this anyway. It's comedy at this point." And that's all 100% true. Gullible fans will believe this. Everybody the last couple years have been looking for a reason to get on KD's neck. Was the criticism for joining Golden State justified? Yes. But were y'all just harassing the man at one point? Yeah. And Shannon Sharpe, finally realizing that, hey, I'm caught, I can't do nothing else, decided to try and do some damage control and said, "KD, if you want to talk to me, I'm not hard to find, but I'm not going back and forth with you on social media. Whatever our differences are, they can be handled out of the eye of social media." And off the rip, that just sounds bitch-made because of all the time they decided to go at KD, calling him sensitive and how he needs to stab the media and how, hey, why is he saying this? I feel like he is affected by this. You get caught one time and you decide to run with your tail between your legs. And KD did not let up as he went directly under that tweet and said, "We can talk in front of everybody. It ain't that serious, Shannon. You go on TV in front of everybody pushing fake quotes, but now you want to talk in private? Why are you lying on TV, Shannon? Lighten him up, and he's 1000% right. Completely lighten this man up, and he's 100% right. You have all the confidence to go on TV and use quotes about a man that you didn't even make sure were completely true. And the one time you get caught and he calls you out for it, you don't want it to be in the public eye anymore? That just sounds like somebody that can't take the heat. And then to tie all of this in a nice little bow, Shannon Sharpe blocks him on Twitter. Yes, after all the criticism, after all the bagging, after all the fake quotes, the way Shannon Sharpe decided to respond about being called out for finally being wrong is blocking the same man and ignoring this all as if it never happened. And this went out all the way in the morning of people calling Katie all types of names that I can't repeat on YouTube. And Katie responding to him saying, it's getting to the point where SoundCloud rappers want to argue with me for engaging. Go listen to Detroit's music, please. Oh my God. But at this point, this is just sad. So I want all you guys to do something right now. Put yourself in Kevin Durant's shoes the past couple years. You make a move to join Golden State. You knew it was going to get a lot of criticism, a lot of hate, but you did it anyway. And through all that time, you look at all the hate Kevin Durant's gotten. Do you think that you as a person in his shoes would have been able to ignore all of that and not respond to anybody? At all. All the people on FS1, ESPN that has never played at this level at all come at you and trying to devalue your hard-earned success and your rings. Now, if you can find me one person that can ignore all the criticism and hate KD got without responding at least once, then you can talk. If you're in his shoes and you think you can, then you can talk. Because even LeBron didn't get this type of hate when he went to Miami, when social media and the NBA community wasn't even that big, so I guess there's that. But even he didn't get as much hate as KD did when he moved to Golden State. So after all of this, and you finally decide to defend yourself and call out a lot of the fake crap that's been going on your name, and they decide they don't want to talk about it, he has full right to feel the way he does. So I think this is a valuable lesson. Leave Kevin Durant alone. Y'all have had your fun in the man's DMs, under his tweets. Leave the man alone. Let this be about basketball. At this point, I don't think the Brooklyn Nets are as unbeatable as people want to make them feel. And the Lakers are very much a definite match for them. So let basketball be basketball. Have all this settled on the court. And for Shannon Sharpe, you suck, dog. At this point, for real. After all the stuff you said about KD to this point, and the one time you get caught and decides to call you out, you decide to run the other way. Like literally, before even saying, let's not do this on social media, you were literally doing this on social media, talking about the quote where he said, hey, let's go back to being competitive. You just hate that you're the one in the wrong this time. But anyway, that's my thoughts on the situation. Leave Katie alone. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. We do this a couple times a week, and I'd love to have a lot of you guys back. Follow my Twitch and my Twitter. It's the best way to keep up with the channel, or if you want to just support me in any other way on social media. But this has been FLB. That's my time, and I'm out.